Happy New Year. It is January the 1st, 2026. I cannot say that I haven't picked up my camera since Christmas Eve, but I haven't videoed anything since Christmas Eve. I did take photographs over Christmas with the camera, but otherwise, nothing. So I'm just relaxing. I really want to watch Stranger Things, but I'm going to wait and watch it with my father. And there's darts on or something, and then I think he's cooking dinner, so we're not going to get to watch it just yet. But I really want to watch it. This time last year, I'm pretty sure I vlogged that I was going to do something similar to Project Pan, and for the majority of the year I stuck to that. I really tried not to buy something until I needed it, unless it was on sale. I actually accidentally bought 3 tubes of toothpaste, but again, I'm going to use toothpaste. I did buy a deodorant last year. I normally get my antiperspirant deodorant in America, and I wasn't in America, so I went back to using the Irish stuff, and I was using Sanex because it was on sale, and it was awful. It was deodorant, and I realised that it had no aluminium in it, so I actually still have the stick of it on the top of my toilet for months, so I'm going to throw that in the bin. But I got an antiperspirant with aluminium, and I've been using that, and it's okay. It's not as good as the from America, but it does the job. So what I did now is I emptied out a load of stuff. So I'm taking bottles of makeup that are almost finished, and I'm putting them all into one container, because why do I need 3 things of foundation like that are the same shade? I found some face wash, and I think I got it. This is embarrassing. It's old. I haven't used it in years, and I think I got it before I started my last job. Not the job I'm in now, but the job I was in for almost 9 years prior to that. I think I bought it in 2014, at least. I definitely think I went to New York in 2008. I went to New York in 2014, and I bought it in New York. But I can't remember, was it in 2000? It definitely wasn't. It must have been 2014 that I got it, not 2008. Anyway, it was a clean and clear. I don't know what kind of a spell they had us under that we thought we needed to be using astringent every single day. But even when I was pouring it down the drain, there was a face wash, a moisturiser and a toner. There was hardly nothing left in the toner, hardly nothing left in the moisturiser. I never used the toner daily. I only ever used it. I used to use it on my nose daily, but other than that I used to not use it on the rest of my face because it burnt so badly. It had salicylic acid. And the moisturiser, I used to use it every day. I used to use it every couple of days. But the face wash, even just pouring it down the drain, I could smell the burning sensation. Dad just texted me. It's 10:10. He's ready to watch Stranger Things. Oh my god, I've been waiting all day. And avoiding spoilers like the plague. Hi, it is 10:07 on the first Saturday of the year. I didn't really do anything yesterday. I just relaxed for the day. I watched some films. I watched Who Framed Roger Rabbit, because there's certain films that are not Christmassy but feel Christmassy. You know, like The Wizard of Oz. Nothing about that is Christmas, but it's a Christmas film. Willy Wonka. Nothing about Willy Wonka in any way, shape or form is about Christmas, and yet it is a Christmas staple. Back to the Future, Indiana Jones, all not at all Christmas films, but staples of the Christmas season. The Goonies is another one, and Who Framed Roger Rabbit is one. So I watched Who Framed Roger Rabbit yesterday. I hadn't seen it in ages, and I have it on DVD. And when I was small, we had it on video, recorded off the telly, of course, but we had it on video, so I watched it a lot when I was a child, but not as much as an adult. And I suppose I hadn't seen it in years, and there's so many visual gags in it, and there's so many things that went over my head as a child that as an adult I'm like, haha, that's funny. Today I watched the Chevy Chase documentary that CNN made. It's called I'm Chevy Chase and You're Not, which was obviously his famous tagline from SNL, Weekend Update. And it was interviews with him and his daughters and his wife, and just some of the people that he'd worked with over the years. And yeah, it was interesting. I know Chevy Chase is problematic, but I do enjoy his films, and Christmas Vacation is my favourite Christmas film of all time. So, you know, I said I'd watch it. It was an interesting watch. I'm going to watch episode 1 of season 18 of RuPaul's Drag Race. I might take out my walking pad, because this episode is 1 hour and 6 minutes long, so I might walk on my walking pad while I'm watching it. because I finished my dinner about 10 minutes ago, and that's good rest. So yeah, I think I'll get my walking pad and go for a walk. I did 30 minutes on my treadmill. I did about 3 kilometers, just a little over 3.1, maybe 3.05 to 3.1. And my watch didn't register all of it. It kicked in. I was on like minute 15 and it said I was 10 minutes auto recording walking. So yeah, but look, it was nice. Wearing this jumper was a huge mistake because I'm roasting. My face is probably kind of red because of the heat in this room, because I also had the radiator on. It's 10 to 5. I didn't do much today. Mum and Dad went shopping. I was going to go with them, then I decided not to. So I'm just watching some television, and I'm going to get out my treadmill walker. I left it in the landing because I didn't feel like walking it all the way back into the attic and all the way back out again. So I left it in the landing. Today I'm going to do something a little different. It's freezing, the heating is not on, so I think I will leave on my jumper, but I'm going to change these tracksuit bottoms because these are really just the ones that I lounge in, and they were quite uncomfortable when I was walking yesterday. Eileen is as snug as a bug in a rug. Can you see her? Look at her 2 little eyes peeking out. Hey! Star the show in there. Star the show in there. Hi! Hi! You good girl. She's probably lovely and warm now because she's been under that all day. So that's making her lovely and warm. And then on top of that, I'm freezing. I am freezing. And so I had my hot water bottle, and it's just the electric plug-in one that Mum gave me for Christmas last year, and I just put that under her, so she's probably really warm now. There we go. I did 30 minutes and 38 seconds. I didn't quite do 38 seconds. I was trying to figure out how to turn off to stop it from recording my walking. 2.6 kilometers and 3,578 steps. I had my dinner and then I had a shower, and now my face is really dry, so I think I might go in and put on some hyaluronic acid on it, and then I need to blow dry my hair. Oh, I'm tired. I don't feel like doing it. And I need to put away my treadmill, well, my walking pad. It's just there on the ground. So what I did last night is I just left it in the landing, so I think I'll do that again. Now I have my hair dried. I put a little oil on the end of it. I might put a little bit more just before bed, or maybe I'll do it in the morning actually. Hi everybody. My television decided to make noise at the exact same time as I started speaking. Today was my first day back to work since New Year's Eve, so I'm quite tired. I'm actually exhausted. I woke up 2 minutes before my alarm went off. Eileen. Eileen. I don't know if you can see, but she's totally giving me the side eye. It's 6:30 now, so I think I'll go on my walking pad. I just need to rest. I'm exhausted after work. So I think I'll go on it maybe around 7, maybe 7:30 for half an hour. We'll see. It's nice and warm in my room, so I'll wear my leggings that I wore yesterday maybe, and I'll take off this base layer because I don't want to get too warm. I also got 2 parcels today. I got a day calendar. Last year I got one and it had cats every day, and this year I got the 2026 version of the exact same calendar. I'm looking forward to seeing some beautiful cats all year. And then I got this roller set. There's 50 rollers, so there's 6 different, so there is 4 different sizes and 6 of each size. There we go. There's also these clippy things and a nice little comb. It has a little carry pouch, so basically when you use the flex style you should pin up the curls to keep them in place. And I've also seen people using the Velcro rollers just to give them like a voluminous kind of blowout. Like my hair, very flat. Although if I took it down, is it really that flat? Because like I blow dried, I tried to give it some bit of life yesterday. I started substantially later than planned. It's now 10 to 9 and I just finished walking. So I did 30 minutes and 36 seconds and a distance of 2.72. So what I did today was I did 1 minute at 3.5 kilometers an hour like I did yesterday, and then 2 minutes at 4.5 kilometers an hour like I did yesterday, and then 6 minutes at 5.5 kilometers per hour, and then 10 minutes at 6.5 kilometers an hour, and then 6 minutes at 5.5 kilometers an hour, and then 2 minutes at 4.5 kilometers an hour, and then 2 minutes at 4.5, and then 1 minute at 3.5. So I just upped it slightly. I'm roasting, but then the heating is on. The heating wasn't on yesterday when I was doing it. But what I liked was yesterday I forgot to turn on the big light when I was doing it, and I kind of liked the feeling in the room, so I decided to turn off the big light while I was doing it. So I did 2.72 kilometers, 3,645 steps. Now I'm going to have 2 1/3 Henry Hippos. These are the little version of the M&S Percy Pigs, but they're really nice. They're actually, I might prefer them to Percy Pigs. Although I bet if I had a Percy Pig here, I don't know, the texture is different. They're a little softer, I like them. But anyway, a portion is, I think, 35 grams, which is 2.3 Henry Hippos. Henry Hippos or Harry Hippos? Hippos. So I'm going to have them to restore my sugar levels. It's 11:15. I'm watching the Death Cap Mushroom Murders on Netflix. I just started episode 2. It's quite interesting. It's about that woman in Australia that poisoned those people with beef Wellington. Anyhow, I'm very tired, but then again, I was exhausted before my walk. So, was it the walk? Was it just the day that was in it? I don't know. I came home from work and I felt a bit tired. So I had my dinner. And then I lay down for a few minutes and I said, you know what? I'll have a quick 30-minute nap. Set a timer on my Echo Show. And that was 2 hours ago and I just woke up. I remember the alarm going off and I turned it off and I just couldn't. I was going to walk on my iPad. I was going to walk on my walking pad, but it's 10:15 now. So that's not going to happen because I have a bit of a headache, but I'm also really, really dizzy. Like, I don't feel great, to be honest. I feel kind of sick. I was really dizzy in bed. It felt like the whole room was moving. So I got up just now and I went to use the toilet. I thought maybe if I get out of bed I'll feel a bit better, but I actually feel so dizzy. So I'm going to take some vertigo medicine and hopefully I'll feel a bit better. It's little Christmas. It's the last day of Christmas. Tomorrow I have to take down my Christmas tree and put away my crib. I'm sad. Christmas went away too quick. Hello everybody. It is just gone 8 o'clock. No, it's not. It's nearly 8:30. Anyhow, I'm just brushing my hair because I'm thinking I'm going to put it into a plait so I can go for my walk. I came home from work. I was late home from work today. And then I had my dinner and then I rested for a while. And now that I'm settled, because I feel, I'm not going to get a stitch walking, I'm going to do a walk. I'll walk for at least half an hour. And then if I feel it, I might do an extra bit of time to make up for yesterday. How is that? Is it perfect? Absolutely not. I'm assuming absolutely not. I just finished my walk. I did 45 minutes 45 minutes and 49 seconds is how long I was walking for. I did 4.8 kilometers per hour was my average speed, and I'm trying to see how far I walked. It's telling me I did 5,000 steps, right? 3.71 kilometers. Or 5,162 steps. I might get another pair of runners. Today, my side of my right foot, the outside side, was hurting me. So that's not great. You want runners. What it is they're narrow, and so my foot was kind of rubbing. I might have a look and see about my Nikes. I know that my Nike Cortezes are narrow as well, but they're different. They're made for running. They're like the original Nike runner. I blow dried my hair. My light's going to turn off in a few minutes, so I got it just in time. So now I need to tidy my bed. There's a lot of crap on here, and then Eiley is here as well. So I'm going to tidy off my bed and get ready to go to sleep. Hopefully I'll fall asleep early. I did not fall asleep last night until 4 a.m. according to my watch. I was tossing and turning a lot last night. So hopefully, you know, after my walk, my shower, I'll feel it. Hello, I am home from work with about half an hour, I'd say, give or take, maybe 40 minutes. I'm very tired. I am actually, I would say I came home around 6 because the weather was on Virgin Media just as I was sitting down to the dinner table, and it's now 6:37, and that normally starts at 6, so that would be just under 40 minutes ago. I am so tired. I walked just under 9,000 steps so far today, so I'm not going to go on my walking pad tonight. I was roasting at work. We took down the Christmas tree and all the decorations that go with it, and so there was a lot of walking around and to and froing, and now I just want to curl up into a ball and sleep, but I can't because I have a meeting at 7:30, so I have to go to that, and then when I come home I can roll up into that ball that I mentioned. My shoulder is killing me. My nose is kind of blocked. My throat is a little bit sore. I'm just so run down. I feel so run down. I have not been sleeping well. So last night wasn't bad. I got 6 hours and 44 minutes. So it says actual sleep time 6 hours and 26 minutes. But the night before, that's the one that really got me. I didn't fall asleep until 4:03 and I was up at 12 minutes past 8. And so I got 3 hours and 58 minutes of actual sleep. If I turn off my lights now for 30 minutes and just turn over, I'd get a nice, I'd wake up just before 1:45. No, I'd wake up just before 1:15 because it's almost 1:45 now. And then I'd have 15 minutes to get down to the meeting. I think I'm going to do that. Try and get a 30-minute power nap. Disco nap. It is 9 o'clock. I just came home from the brewery. Oh, it's lovely and warm in this room. It was cold before I left. Quite cold. Okay. To the point where, even though I was under the covers, I was cold. So I put on my Stranger Things jumper because I had my base layer and my t-shirt, and then I put on my tracksuit bottoms, the ones that I wore walking yesterday, those leggings. I put them on under my jeans, so at least that was lovely and warm. And then I had my gloves. Hello everybody. It is probably about 6:30. Yeah, it's 6:25 according to my clock. I'm home from work with a little while. I came home, I've been busy in work. Did a lot of walking again today, a lot of pulling and dragging stuff, getting stuff done. So I did about the same amount of steps yesterday in work as I did today. And then after work I went to Mr. Price. I wanted to see if they had any TREATS for the cat. So I wandered around the shop and I had a look and they didn't have any. So no TREATS for the cat. I do have some left, like a tiny little few left from her Christmas packet, so she can have them tonight, and hopefully maybe I can get some in Super Value tomorrow. Now I'm trying to decide what it is that I would like to have for my dinner. I didn't have a very big lunch, so I'm starving. Hi everybody, it is nearly 4 p.m. I know, where has this day gone? I haven't vlogged at all. I went downtown to #Super Value this morning with Dad, and when I was there I bought one packet of rancheros as my treat, and then I bought it was a seed mix and a mixed nuts and some dates, because I thought I had cranberries and blueberries in the fridge, but they are in the press, but I actually don't, so I have to buy some of those. But I have yogurt, and I thought I'd make a nice little yogurt mix. And then I bought some bread, and I'm trying to think what else I bought. Oh, some cream cheese and stuff like that. Now, I spent the day cleaning so far. I have not taken down my Christmas tree yet, or my crib, but you know. And the reason for that is that, well, when I got up this morning, somebody had puked in the hall. Well, actually in the landing. And it wasn't really that she'd gotten sick per se, it was more kind of hairbally. But there she is playing with some plastic. But yeah, it was in the hall, and I heard her last night I was in bed last night and I heard her make a noise and I thought, did she just get sick or like cough up a earbud or something? And then I heard her at her food bowl. I could hear the crunch of her food and I thought, okay, maybe she didn't. Maybe, sometimes she might cough or something like that. Maybe the food went the wrong way. Anyway, or maybe I imagined it. So I went back to sleep. And then I woke up this morning and I went out in the vans and there it was. I got an order I placed an order on Temu before Christmas. Or not before Christmas, before New Year's. And I got these earrings and I got, like when I buy things on Temu, it's generally things that I don't really have access to. So I also got these are little things you put your cat food pouch into and you can scrape out the food. And then I bought this thing that I can use to clean my car window. So what you do is actually you clean the car window and then you put this thing, it has some solution or some sort of a mixture in it that when you wipe it against the window it's supposed to prevent it from getting very condensation-y. So I used this stuff in conjunction with some spray that my father has that's supposed to put a film over the window and prevent condensation, but there's so much condensation because it's so cold at the moment. I don't think it's going to stop the condensation, but what I do think it will do is that when there is condensation in the car, normally I have to turn on the car and like 5 minutes later I'm still waiting for the window to clear, but I think the window will clear faster with this stuff on it. And I also put it on the driver's door window and the passenger door window in the front, so hopefully it will work. And I put it on the back window, so hopefully it will work. And actually it is great. I put these jeans on this morning going down to Super Value. These jeans are ones that I bought in Liffey Valley a couple of months ago. I went up to Dublin and when I was in Marks and Spencer's my jeans ripped and I just happened to have those ones in my bag, so I was able to put them on. I had just bought them, so I was able to put them on. But I put them on this morning to go downtown and the waist is way too big. They feel like they're about a size too big for me. So that is a little win for the new year, that I think I may have gone down a waist size. On the other hand, it could be just that they've stretched. That's the other possibility. Right, I'm going to relax now for a while and watch RuPaul's Drag Race because episode 2 of season 18 is out.